And we are back on the queue, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Paul Karle here. You guys, I am so excited about our next guest. Let me tell you, he is a dancer, a director, an actor, a reality star, and he looks good doing all those things. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Glenn Packard. Glenn.
Hello, Paul. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good. Enjoying the Miami weather right now.
You're going to Miami. Nice. Very nice.
Miami weather is beautiful right now.
Good. Hey, I want to get this out of the way because our listeners, like to think, first of all, are you single and are you looking?
Okay. Yes, I am single and I am looking. This is the first interview I think I've had where I am single, actually. I'm always in a relationship all my life, I feel like, and I'm really embracing the being single.
Okay, well, please write down my cell. It is 352. I'm joking. Well, boys, you heard it here first. The breaking news, Glenn Packard is single. But that's great. Sometimes you do need that, time to reflect and regroup with yourself. So that's good.
Oh, yeah. And I got to tell you, like, everything's so different from the dating world that I used to be a part of back in the day because I've been in a relationship for so long, for years now. Like, I went from one 5-year relationship to a 3-year relationship to another 4-year relationship. And so that's like years. So now all of a sudden there's these apps and everything like that I just don't understand and get and trying to like be a part of all of that and not sure if I do want to be. And, oh, you're sending me a picture of that? Nice. Yeah, so.
That's like what happened to coffee. What happened to coffee and dinner instead of your dick pictures?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
so,
my God.
I don't know. This is a weird question, but have you ever Googled yourself? Because when I was doing some research, I Googled you, and all these pictures come up of Glenn, and they're, like boy band hair and shirtless and sexy beach god. I mean, have you ever done that?
No, I haven't. As long as there's no naked ones yet, that's totally fine.
Okay,
no,
after this, Google yourself tonight.
I'm going to have to. I'm sure my mugshot shows up on there.
That's right.
Oh, God. Forget about that day.
You and I were talking a little bit before we went on about I've seen you a couple times here in Orlando at the famous Parliament House. What is your connection to Orlando?
I actually am connected with Orlando through the little scheming little devil, Lou Pearlman, who created Britney Spears and the boy bands. After I did a little concert for Michael Jackson in New York City, he moved me to Orlando, and I lived there for 3 years, being part of a boy band he put together. And I kind of always enjoyed going back to Orlando, and I also am a columnist for What's Happening magazine there in Orlando, too. So I come back often.
Yeah, I see that column. Now, how did you start in the business? Did you start as a dancer?
No, I was a farmer. I was going to take over my family business as a farmer, and went to college for dairy management at Michigan State University. And during a break, I was home and got in a really bad accident and almost lost my leg. My tibia and fibula bones came out of my leg, shattered into pieces. Doctors wanted to cut it off. But actually there was a doctor that was able to save my leg. I spent some time rehabilitating it, and while laying around being restless, I decided that if my leg got back to normal, I'd do what I always dreamt of doing, and that was get into the entertainment business. And even though I was from a small town in Michigan on a farm with not a lot of accessible to me, I decided to go for my dreams. And it was like run, Forrest, run. It was dance, Glenn, dance, and I didn't stop.
You, my man, are the holy grail, a farm boy to a boy band and single. Hello. I love it. So you have done pretty pretty much everything, acting, reality, dancing. What is your bliss out of all those things?
Well, I mean, first, when you say that, I am a very, very, very family-oriented person, so my bliss is my family. So put that aside. When it comes to the entertainment business, I'm really getting into filmmaking right now. I'm kind of obsessed with it, and I know eventually I plan on going behind the camera and directing a lot more and doing feature films. But right now I'm going to stay in front of the camera still while I still have some time.
Mm-hmm, good. Well, speaking in front of the camera, I came to know you through a little reality show called Brooke Knows Best, of course, Brooke Hogan. Tell us how that came about. Were you actually friends, or was that a contrived friendship? How did that work?
Actually, I met Brooke and Hulk Hogan during my years with Lou Pearlman because Hulk wanted Brooke to have the best, and because Lou was on a TV show that made him look like he was the most amazing manager in the world, making of the band or something like that, he searched out for Lou Pearlman thinking that he was the best marriage to his daughter, which ended up not being at all. But he was just bad news. But but luckily I was able to meet Brooke, and I started mentoring her and helping her with her career, her image, movement, just being in front of a camera, all that stuff, just artist creativity and development. And we ended up becoming really close friends. And eventually they were doing Hogan Knows Best. I was, as her choreographer, I'd show up every now and then on the show. And then she had the opportunity to do Brooke Knows Best, and her and the production team approached me and said, "Are you comfortable with your sexuality? Would you love to be the, spoken gay character on the show?" And I had never really thought much about my sexuality. I just was who I was. I was never ashamed of who I was, but I was like, sure, no problem. And then the rest kind of happened, and I'm so glad I did it. I'm really glad I did it for especially for the community.
What I remember from the show, specifically your part, but your reality, is kind of the process of dating. And it kind of hit home for all of us, kind of, people setting you up, and then maybe you went out with a girl, and she didn't know, and, it was just funny.
The whole process of the dating, and I kissed the girl episode, that was fun. That was a lot of fun, actually. And I met Daniel during filming of the second season, and Daniel and me were together for 3 years. We had a great relationship. He moved last year, and we actually had a really great breakup, surprisingly, and we're really, really close friends. So he lives down the road from me, and we see each other almost every day.
I think you need a radio host in your life. I'm going to keep pushing it, Glenn. So
you are, you're applying for that position, aren't you?
That's right. I went on your website and I was looking at your resume, and there's so much stuff there. But what stuck out for me, and this is the line, it said Saturday Night Live, ... Katie Holmes. What is that about? Tell me everything. What's behind the scenes gossip? Come on.
Okay. Basically, back when I was just my dancer self, Dancer Glenn, I was doing Saturday Night Live a few times, and Katie Holmes was, of course, the host, and so we did like a big spender number with her, and I was really just one of the dancers. I did a little bit of assisting of the choreography, but just working one-on-one with her during her little dance number. She did Big Spender and took off her clothes, and she's a tall girl and friendly, and that's really all I have about her.
Was her husband there? Was Tom there?
She wasn't married to him at the time.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going to get some good Tom.
This is Dawson Creek, Katie Holmes.
Oh, yeah, we don't care about that era.
Yeah.
Okay, I have 3 hard-hitting questions for you. I'm almost like Barbara Walters. This is so amazing. Okay.
Go.
Name the biggest diva you've ever met.
I've met a few. I've met a few. People probably don't know who David Guest is, but he's right at the way up on the top of the list, and that's what's my attraction manager. And he's moved out of the country. I think he's in London now. But yeah, he was a big time diva. No blue pins, only black pins. But the biggest diva in business was probably, when I was working with her, was actually Whitney Houston. She was, and she's not here anymore, but she was kind of quite a diva.
I think she had a right to be, right?
Yes, that's true. She earned that capital D-I-V-A.
D-I-V-A, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. Who would we be surprised that you've dated? It's a good answer. I know. Come on.
Ooh, that was a good answer.
No one listens. Come on.
Oh, gosh. Yes, I did date one of the artists I worked with. Let's just put it at that. So you just look at the resume and try and figure out which one that was.
Well,
but I did,
and it might be my final question here. Any Ricky Martin action? Is that it? It is. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Paul wins the game. God, I'm good.
Ricky is a great guy. He's a really great guy.
Oh, Glenn, aren't you cute?
Oh, they can't see my face turning beet red right now.
Okay. Well, enough of that.
Funny is I worked with him way back during like Livin' La Vida Loca days as a dancer, a little bit, and then worked with him recently again in Miami because I'm in Miami a lot and I work with a lot of the Latin artists, and I did one of his award show performances. And I don't even know if he remembers our meeting back when I was dancing with back then, because he was so busy back then. He was pretty crazy during that time of his life.
So can I ask how big his penis is?
You cannot ask that.
Okay. Well, we'll all think about that. Okay. So what is next for Mr. Glenn? What's on the docket for you?
New reality show and stage show I'm working on with actually Jeff Timmons from 98 Degrees.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, we actually are teaming up, and we have a reality show, and we're actually casting this month, and we are doing the reality version of a Magic Mike type show.
I love it.
Yes. So we are actually, so if anyone's listening out there and you've got talent, you've got looks, you got moves, you got something special about you, then make sure you get to one of our auditions that are coming up. That's going to be in 4 cities, New York, LA, Las Vegas, and Miami. And I think the first audition starts on November 20th. So make sure to stay posted. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be so exciting.
Good. And has it been picked up by a network, or how are we going to follow this?
Yes, we have Scout Productions that are doing it. They're actually a film and television award-winning studio company that is with. They did Queer Eye for the Straight Guy actually, and some of the other shows, and they are involved in it. And I actually am doing the same thing, but I'm also doing a gay troupe as well. But it's not for the reality TV show. It's just for another show that I'm putting up in Vegas, another stage show, and that's called Boots and Boys. So same thing.
Busy boy.
Yes. And then the reality show is called Men of the Strip, Las Vegas.
Nice.
Yes. So it's going to be an exciting, fun time. Lots of skin, lots of body. It's going to be good TV.
This is a good time for you to be single, young man.
So, right?
Now, how can people find you? You on Facebook, Twitter, website? Give us it all.
Instagram, all that stuff.
That's right. Grindr.
My Instagram is Glenn Packard. My Twitter is Glenn Packard. My Facebook is Glenn Packard XOXO. What other ones? I think that's about it. My website, glennpackard.com. And there's going to be, you can go to for the auditions, and if you know somebody who's got the talent and the personality, make sure the website's being launched on Monday, which this show's airing on Thursday, but it's menofthestrip.com.
menofthestrip.com. I'm going to favorite that so I can go in there when I'm bored and give me some inspiration.
Yes.
Glenn Packard, thanks for being on the
boys too.
Yes, I know some. I'm sending them your way.
Do you? Okay, good. Because that's going to be the destination for all the gay men to go when they come to Las Vegas.
Yes, there needs to be something like that.
Yep. No, we're gonna have that for. I think the big community and audience out there in Las Vegas for them. So I'm going to be doing that at the same time. And of course, the women are going to be there for Men of the Strip. Of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Anyways, enough about them. So. Hey, Glenn, thanks for being on the Q today. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Paul.
Yes, you bet. And we're going to take a break right now on the Q, and we will return right after this. Stay with us, folks.